Hello everyone, thank you for joining me. Cindy here from CLB Craft Creations, and today, as you see, I don't actually have a finished card project to show you. I have a guest stamper, another guest stamper with me this week. My daughter is going to be joining me to make a Mother's Day card featuring the Painted Petals Stamp Set, as well as the sentiment from the Sweet Laughter Stamp Set, just as we did with the previous card. And as well as that, we're using the Color Coach again. This is a great tool to use when you're looking for coordinating colors. So, especially for beginning stampers, it kind of helps give you an idea of what colors to use. So, she wanted to use Blushing Bride, and so we found Blushing Bride, and these were the color combinations that it provided. So, we will actually be using all of these except for the Sahara Sand, believe it or not, in today's card project. So, we're going to go ahead and get started. And we'll start with our top layer stamping, but she's going to go through the card pieces and sizes with you real quick.
Okay, so first we have our early espresso cut at 4 1/4 by 11 and scored at 5 1/2, and then our second layer is Blushing Bride cut at 4 by 5 1/4, and then our Whisper White cardstock at 3 3/4 by 5, and then same for the inside.
So they're exactly matching sizes. So
we're just gonna get stamping. Yeah, I'm gonna take our Whisper White cardstock on the front, and I'm going to be using Pear Pizzazz for the leaves and stems. Ink that up.
And it's important for when you're stamping, especially with the photopolymers, to not press down too hard, otherwise you get what we call overstamping. So she's going to use a light, even pressure, and even with the photopolymers, sometimes you can use a little cushion underneath because it doesn't actually have any additional cushion like the red rubbers do. So
now I'm going to take this flower stamp and Blushing Bride.
Now this is a stamp it's considered a two-step stamping process. So she stamped the leaves, and now she's going to stamp the flowers that go along with it. And again, with a light, even pressure, making sure that all of the ink transfers to the paper. And that is a beautiful image.
Okay, now I'm going to take the sentiment, "You are amazingly amazing," and I'm going to take Early Espresso and ink that up, and I'm just going to stamp that right here.
And with the photopolymer, she's being careful to make sure that she lines it up, and since they're clear, it makes it a lot easier, wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
You don't have to worry about your placement, and that looks absolutely beautiful.
Okay, now we're just going to set that off to the side to dry, and we're going to take our inside piece, which is just another Whisper White cardstock, and we're going to take our sentiment from the Sweet Laughter, which is Happy Mother's Day, and just going to ink that up. Okay, flip that over.
Now this is obviously a red rubber one, so she needs to be very careful in trying to line that up, and with the grid marks it makes it a little easier. Okay, and she's going to be careful not to over stamp. Just nice even pressure, and then she's going to let it come up. And again, another beautiful, that's perfectly centered, my dear.
Thank you. Okay, now I'm going to take this little cluster of flowers, and I'm going to be stamping that in Perfect Plum. Ink that up.
Now be careful not to over. Here, why don't you wipe the excess right there, so just in case you... There's a little there too. You don't want to take all the effort to make such a beautiful card and then over stamp. And it's okay if it goes off. Okay, and make sure not to rock it. You just want to give it nice, even pressure, and then pull straight up. Beautiful. And then it's up to you if you'd like to put another counter piece down there to kind of balance it out. So when you're thinking in terms of sets, when we're stamping, we do things in threes. That way it kind of balances them out. So she's going to turn it, And be careful that you didn't wipe any off there. And then she's going to do the same thing at the bottom, which, like I said, it kind of grounds the sentiment so it doesn't look like it's just floating there. And then straight up. And that's beautiful. Now, you'll notice that it looks a little splotchy, but as it dries, it gets very smooth and clean. You can already see that this one's already smoothing out.
Let's get very
the Whisper White paper, it just blends really beautiful. And that looks gorgeous.
Now we're just going to set that off to dry. Now we're going to bring back our first Whisper White. And we're going to start assembling our card.
Okay.
We're going to take the early espresso.
Hand me the inks here. Get these out of your way.
And I'm just going to use some snail. And I'm going to take the Blushing Bride. It's our second layer. And just get that. I'm just going to
there you go.
line it up.
And you're going to make sure that you're getting equal amounts on all sides.
Leaving a nice border. Okay. Now I'm going to take our stamped piece. I'm just going to flip it over.
Move it a little bit so you can see. That back in.
Okay, now I'm just going to line that up. Okay.
Okay, and now what's next?
Now we're just going to bring back our inside stamp piece.
That looks really pretty.
With the other Blushing Bride. Just gonna and then our stamped piece. Okay. Just line that up.
Make sure you've got an even border.
Now, I have cut a butterfly with the Elegant Butterfly Punch in Perfect Plum, and I'm just going to take 3 pearls.
You can't see.
3 pearls.
Down at the end there.
Please.
So what we've done is we've just taken 3 of the pearls from the strip. And she's going to pull those off. And then she's going to put those as the butterfly's body.
There. Okay. Now I'm just going to take a glue dot. I'm just going to put it right there. And now I'm just going to peel up the sides.
Oh, good idea. Very pretty.
There is your finished card project.
So hopefully you'll give this a try. It actually turned out really pretty. She came up with this design all on her own, and I want to give a little shout out to my kids because they have encouraged me to try and be more patient in crafting with them, and I hope that you will try crafting with your kids if you have them. It actually has been quite a bit of fun. So I hope that you'll give this project a thumbs up, that you will subscribe to my channel, and you will leave us a comment.
Down below.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you soon.
Bye.